Welcome to the Hank Cisco Show. Ladies and gentlemen, don't touch that dial. Let me tell you, if you have children, if you have nieces and nephews and cousins, and well, you should stand by that TV and just watch. I have my two guests today are Norristown police officers, and we have first Detective Lieutenant Kevin McEwen, okay, and also Lieutenant Patty Simon, working patrol in Norristown. You know, I feel very comfortable today being a former police officer, and I'm very happy that I can have guests here that we can talk about safety, talking about helping kids, and this is what it's all about. And the program today, my daughter always tells me, "Daddy, you talk too much," so I'm going to let you do all the talking, okay? But I will ask some questions because I want to know, because these are programs that they didn't have when I was a police officer. So I'm very happy to hear that, Norristown is involved with this here. They're going into the schools and, just showing the kids what the dangers are. So first I'm going to start off with you. Lieutenant, Detective, tell me, what is the name of the program and tell me something about it.
Well, the program is called Safe Kids Out of Harm's Way, and it was developed in response to a rise in gun violence in the borough in 2005. And after a successful gun buyback program, the Norristown Police saw for...
Gun buyback, what's that? Some people may not know about it. What do they do with that? How's that operate?
Well, we ran a program along with Norristown PAL, CTC and Family Services, and where we bought back guns from people that just had them.
Right.
Exactly.
In other words, they bring a gun in, they don't have to explain anything.
No.
There's no questions asked, just get it off the street.
There was questions asked. You did have to come in. You did have to tell us who you were.
Right.
Exactly. And we then gave $50. We gave a certificate where they went to PAL and redeemed that certificate for $50. So every gun that you brought in, we gave you $50. We took approximately over 90 guns off the streets on Norristown. So it was it moved us forward. What we wanted to do was get new strategies to continue our efforts towards keeping our children safe in their house, in the community, and we formed a program called Safe Kids Out of Harm's Way.
Okay. And this has to do with what? Teaching kids something about it? What's that operation?
What it did was it was a collaboration between the Norristown School District, Family Services, CTC, Norristown PAL, and Weed and Seed, and where we would go into the Norristown School District, second grade classes, and then we would teach the Eddie Eagle program.
Mm-hmm.
And
who goes into the schools? What, do you have police officers?
yes,
in
we
uniform,
yes,
right?
Lieutenant Hetrick, Sergeant Greenaway, Sergeant Langdon, Sergeant Klauser, and Sergeant Sobek, and Officer Wallace, along with Lieutenant Simons, went into the schools, and she can tell you.
All right, tell me something about it. What do you do? You go into the schools and...
We go into the schools.
What age, or what grades is that?
Second grade.
Second grade?
Yeah, the entire school district, the second grade, had this program. And what it is two officers go in and they discuss safety issues with the children. They ask them, how do you stay safe? What is unsafe? And then we show a video. It's only about 7-10 minutes long.
Oh, yeah?
And it's all about gun safety.
Oh, well, then maybe we could get that and incorporate this with this show that we have here. I'll talk to John.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't know you had a film like that.
There's only 4 steps to the program. It's quite easy to understand, and it's stop, don't touch, leave the area, tell an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And they have workbooks, the coloring books that they get. We even had crayons, but we ran
Hold
out.
that up so we can, hold this camera here, that's it. Hold it there.
We leave this for the children to fill out, color in on their own, take home to their parents and show them what they did in school that day.
Oh, I see. Oh, in other words, they take it home, they color it, Each kid gets one of
Yes,
these?
each kid got the coloring book, a sticker of completion, and a box of 4 crayons.
Oh,
So,
and you have a song sheet, too,
yes, they do.
huh? Well, then I'll hit that a couple of
Then we'll go back into the schools in the springtime to reinforce the message with the same, hopefully the same 2 officers that were in, say, Gotwell second grade will go back, those same 2 officers to that school. That way, the second graders know at least 2 officers in the force that they can feel comfortable around. That They've met a couple of times and have talked to.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, when I was a police officer, I had safety and all, I used to go in and talk about safety, crossing the street, about the dangerous stranger, and safety patrol, crossing guards and all. And so this is, now it's a different times, you talk about guns, So it's another gun safety. Tell me something about this, what
This is the teacher's guide, and it makes it quite simple for anybody that's never been a teacher before, like myself, to just follow their syllabus and go through the class and get the message out. And the children really seem to enjoy the class.
Yeah, now, how's it, I had 4 school directors here, or school board members, and they talked about it, and I said, well, geez, I'm going to have to get somebody on my program, and I'm glad that you're able to do it. And how's the kids, how do they, I don't know if the word accept it, how do they listen, are they
Yeah, they
talking,
did. A lot of questions, very
What are some of the
excited.
questions, like some of the, you remember if there's some of them?
They ask the basic things, most of the storytelling. I remember one time this happened to me or that happened to me.
Oh, yeah?
But usually they don't have too much to do with the guns. But they'll tell you that I saw a gun somewhere one time. or,
Uh-huh. Yeah, you got to be careful, too, they don't make up stories,
so-
right?
Yes,
Yeah, you
some
gotta
of
be
the
careful,
relatives
right.
own guns, and we explain to them that it's all right to own a gun, you just have to be safe around it, and that's
Right,
the whole
right.
idea of this program.
Yeah, I know, we always had guns in our house because my brothers all hunting, with shotguns and 22s and, but we would never touch them, make sure they were empty, but they were always in the closet and nobody even
Right.
touched them, so the only time they touched them, when they're going to go hunting. No reason to be flashing them, But this is actually dropping a seed and helping in a prevention type thing, right? The kid learns at an early age, right?
Right, exactly. But we didn't stop there. What we wanted to do is we wanted to continue not only with the children, but we also wanted to talk to the parents.
Right.
And to the community. And
Now,
this
wait
was a
minute, wait.
3-step
Now,
program.
you go into the schools and you talk to the kids. Now, tell me what the program for the parents, is there a certain, night or day or different programs or what?
Now, they're at night in schools, in different locations.
okay.
We go and we with family services, we go into them and we teach them about the program of good choices, of making good choices,
Right,
and
right.
keeping kids away from violent behavior,
Right.
drugs,
Right.
alcohol, just making good decisions, because they're the
right, right.
educators. They're the role models
Right.
that their kids are always looking up to. I mean, kids are always listening, okay? And they are listening and watching what their
Right,
parents
right.
do. And that's, we try to drive that home to the parents, that they gotta, they're the ones that are going, we're putting the seed
They're
in
with the
there.
children a lot more than the teachers, right?
Exactly, we're
Right.
putting the seed in there,
And
but
they
it's
should be the
them,
best.
they have to follow through, and with, and they do, and it's been working out very well. We also go to community events, and we've been giving out gun locks.
Oh, okay, tell me something about that. Let me see.
This was a program started by the Child Safe, I believe. They donated over 1,000 of these
Can I
gun
open
locks.
this?
Yes.
Sure, it's yours.
Go ahead.
Present.
They donated over 1,000 of these gun locks
Who
to the
did?
police department. Project Child Safe, it's on the front. And
yeah?
anybody can come to Norristown Police if you're a Norristown resident, or Bridgeport Police. Just about every department in this county has these gun locks. So, and if you can't get it at your local department, you can come to ours and we'll give you a gun lock. And
Well,
we-
run that by me, whoa, wait, With something's going to be given free?
These are free. We give these out free of charge. You come
And
to
they
the
give them
police
to who?
station, to adults that own guns.
Oh, yeah?
If you come to the police station, we'll give you a gun lock, and we give them out
You
at
ask them any
community events.
questions, how many guns they have, or why they have a gun, or do they have a permit or
No.
anything?
No,
Nothing,
we
huh?
just, if they need a gun lock, we'll give it to them.
Now, all right, so the gun lock. I see the lock here. Can you,
What
how's
you
that
would do
work?
is, if you have an automatic, you put your slide back and you thread it through and just lock it. If you have a revolver, you could open the chamber and put it through the chamber and lock it.
Oh, okay, okay.
That way the firing
okay, okay.
mechanism can't go off.
In other words, and then you lock it and take a
Right.
key?
And you cannot lock it without the key, so
Okay.
that way you know it is locked. The key
Oh,
won't come
okay, in
out
other
until
words, it
it's
just
locked.
don't lock automatically.
Right.
You have to lock it with the key. That's great, you know. Well, you know, a lot of people don't know that, you know. It's the same thing with fire, what do you call them, firearms and...
Smoke
Smoke
alarm.
detectors.
Yeah, smoke detectors. A lot of people don't know. The fire company, I had the fire chief here, and they're there to save people, to help people. And so, you know what they say in the Army? An informed nation's a peaceful nation.
That's
So we want
right.
to keep the people informed, they'll be peaceful, they don't be jumping all over us, right?
Right, exactly. In fact, we have just gotten, in this program, we're getting 4,000 smoke detectors for our
Okay.
fire chief to be given out.
Yeah, we
to,
just had a fatality here.
That's correct.
You know, it's shame. Then I just one, today's paper, another one outside of Norristown, where it's up around Skipback someplace there, you know.
That's right.
So, you know, we have to be aware. There's no sacred place to say, well, it's not going to happen here. It can happen. So,
That's why you have to take the steps,
Right.
you know, to keep safe. And this is what we're trying to do, is in Norristown, we're taking the steps, you know, to inform our parents, our community, and trying to protect
Right.
our children.
I think our police department does a good job, okay? And we're going to start educating the people that work along with the police department. You know, we're the county seat, okay? And we are, as far as I'm concerned, you know. We're outstanding as far as when people come from all over. We have all kinds of transportation, people coming in and out. And so we have problems that other towns don't have. So, and that's why, you know, and I know Chief Bono, as a chief, I remember when he was a sergeant when I was with the department. And I know that everybody does a good job, but like I say, it's a tough world today, you know, and sometimes police get criticized for no reason at all, without knowing all the facts. So here we are talking about safety, talking about crime prevention and all. We're not just going around arresting and, you know, pushing and shoving, and that's what this is all about. And I'm proud of Norristown, and I'm proud that Norristown is moving ahead with our revitalization, you know.
Well, the chief is all about prevention.
Right.
And when we brought this program to the chief, he was 100% behind it.
Right.
Brought it to council, and everybody's been behind it. We've been going forward with this since, I guess, the beginning of the school year. So we're moving it ahead, and we have other strategies that we're going to that are in place that we are going to try to protect our children and our communities with lowering crime and stuff like that. So we are moving ahead. We are always looking for new strategies, new, you know,
Input too.
and input.
People have,
Absolutely, we cannot do it without the
Right,
public.
right.
And
you know, I think, well, your second grade's the only grade you're hitting? Is it,
Yeah, that was our target group for this first rollout of this program. Whether we'll hit other grades later on, I'm not sure. But second grade seems to be the age where they're just absorb everything like a
yeah.
sponge.
Well, I guess
They-
second and third grade is usually they say that they learn more in I think the third grade than or second and third grade than you do maybe all at one time for some reason or other at third grade.
our guys, Lieutenant Hetrick, I was talking to him, and he was just surprised at the response. They've sent letters, talked to him. We have one of our sergeants does the Eddie Eagle dance. That's Sergeant Sobek. I mean, and he's just done such a great job. And and our guys just love doing this. So
Do you
we're
have,
really happy with it.
Do you have a little language barrier now that you have quite a few students that don't understand? How do you communicate with them? The teacher translates for you or something? Do they have that? The school district has that?
We didn't have that problem in the class that I taught. I don't know if anybody else did, but we can,
Get an interpreter?
we can get the video in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
And the books also.
How about that? That's great. That's great. You know, now, do you bring a gun into to show them what?
We
The gun?
we wear a
How
full
do you do that?
uniform, but we don't take our guns out. No, it's not about
No.
showing the kids guns and how they work, it's to stay away from them.
Uh-huh.
So it's a good lesson that, I mean, we have a gun on, but they're not allowed to touch it.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole point of this, is don't touch.
In other
you know.
words, the film tells you just about everything,
Right.
right? And do you show the film before the talk or?
And we do a little talk and ask the children, you know, what they think safety is. And then we'll throw some things out like, well, I came home from school and I got on my bike and rode down the street and, you know, went over a couple curbs and up the street the wrong way, and do you think that's safe?
Oh, yeah.
And surprisingly, the majority of the kids picked up right away that you didn't put your helmet on.
Oh, okay.
And then the traffic law. So they're pretty intelligent. They know what's going on.
Right.
So.
You know, it's another thing, the bicycle safety too, you know, the kids going up the wrong way.
Right.
Actually, the bicycle's a vehicle, you know, and you should obey all
So
the same rules.
Well, while we're teaching this program, that all comes into it too, because the children bring up those questions, and
Mm-hmm.
bike safety comes in, and home safety. So it is a good program to
Yeah.
teach these kids.
I think it's great, you know, and like I say, that's why I asked you to come on it so we get more people see it, because this will be shown East Norton, West Norton, Norristown, right? Our school district here, the same schools that you go into and talk to. Now the parents will be able to see it, you know, and actually it'll be shown 3 times a week. That'll be a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 o'clock. See, so I'm telling parents that you see the show. This show will come on after, was it Oprah? How do you say that?
Oprah.
She finishes at 5 o'clock. We come on at 5 to 5:30 on Channel 3, Comcast, okay? So after you watch her, then you come to watch the Cisco show. But tell me, how about the parents? How's the reaction response when you talk to the parents? Do they have any questions and, you know, why are you doing this and, you know?
No, actually, we've gotten great feedback. One of the, with Family Services and CTC have really been behind us 100% with this, and we've had a great partnership. And they mostly, Kelly Brown from Family Services has helped us with putting everything together. And she gives us our feedback on what she hears from Dr. Davis from Norristown School District, and we get our feedback from there. And everything has been very positive.
In other words, this started with from the police and the organizations you're talking about, right? And you meet periodically to come up with ideas or something like that, or it's just everybody's doing their thing?
We're in touch with, I'm in touch with them every day. What we have is Safe Kids Out of Harm's Way, and now we're starting a new program with truancy that we'll come and talk to you later about. But
tell me about truancy, because you know it's a pain in the butt.
It is. It's in the beginning stages. We're working on that, and that will be coming out. But we just we're just doing with this partnership. It's just going on so well. We couldn't ask for anything better with them, and things are going great.
You get these agencies working together, and then you get the community working together, and that's important. And the school looks like the school's 100% for it from the school board directors, and as soon as I mentioned that we're going to come on the show, they're only too happy to have you come on here.
Dr. Davis has been fantastic with us.
Yeah,
bending over backwards for us. So it's been just good. It's really good.
When you meet with the parents, you go into the schools. I mean, the parents come into the schools at what they call it? You could call it Mother's Club. Now it's Parents Club, right? Years ago, they
The old
called it Mother
PTA.
Club.
The PTA.
Men never used to go to the PTA or
Yeah.
whatever, right?
Actually, we go to different places. We'll go to PAL, we'll go to other places. We've been to Laurel House, we've been to other places bringing our program. So we will travel.
Do you get any bad reaction? Sometimes we want to learn something from bad reaction. If somebody disrupt a class or something, whatever. Anything like that? Nothing, huh? Because
Not in
sometimes you
our
learn
class,
from,
But, no, nobody said anything about any disruptive behavior or anything.
nobody
Telling
ever
you
said,
that-
my daddy has 15 guns, you know,
Well, the
it's,
kids
you
will
know.
volunteer information, and the whole idea of the program is, okay, he has 15 guns, stay away from him, all
Right,
right? Don't
right,
touch
right.
them. You know, you can't tell them it's wrong, because it's not.
Yeah, I just read,
Like
I
a
think it was
hunter.
in the Philadelphia paper where a little youngster, I don't know, third or fourth grade or so, brought a gun into school. He thought it was just a toy, you know. And they went, followed up, went down to the house, and they found the guy had an arsenal there, you know. But this could be helpful too,
Right.
but then you have, I don't want to go into any detail whether we're violating somebody's rights or something, but this is the most important thing here is safety. So the kid stay away. Don't touch it. Don't even, if it's in one room, stay out of there. I think
Correct,
that's
yes,
very
that's
important.
correct. And to go tell an adult
Right.
that it's there, so that they can take care of it.
And we have to educate the parents and telling them what not to do.
And that's what he
Right.
does in the
Huh?
nighttime classes.
Yeah, myself and Kelly Brown go out and talk to the parents.
Uh-huh.
So, and that's been going really well.
Good, good. All right, what other kind of safety, something to do, safety, you say this is connection to other things?
Well, yes,
You got
it
the
does.
bicycle safety, how about pedestrian safety?
Pedestrian safety comes up a lot in these classes, especially when we start out and ask them what they think is safe. And they talk about the crossing guides and how they should cross the corner
Right,
where they
right.
are, or the traffic light.
Yeah.
They talk all kinds of different things. Bicycle safety is a big one. They
Yeah,
seem
yeah.
to know that the helmets and...
You have to give signals, you know, when you're making left-hand turn. They don't realize it's a vehicle, you know.
Right, and I
And,
think a lot of them learn bicycle safety in summer camp, and they just bring it to them school, and so it shows that they remember this. So you get them at that age, they just want to learn so much, and they
Right.
remember so much. And it's nice to see that they went to a program in the middle of summer, and they still remember it in
Well,
October.
it always takes an incident or a problem to initiate something. Here, you say that there's a problem with guns, you know, in the community, or violence, whatever you want to call it. Guns are being used, and that's what initiated this, right?
Well, it did, and the chief wanted us to, he is all about prevention, and when we brought this program to him, it was right away, let's go with it, and we have, and we've got in touch with the proper people, and the program was born, and it's on its way.
We know, I had to say when I was a policeman, we're going back 100 years, but I initiated a bicycle licensing for bicycles, and the reason why it started it was the fact that on the corner of Main and Water Street, the tractor trailer was going around, and the kid was with a bicycle. I think it was about, maybe 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon or so, and the truck made a turn, and this kid was on a bicycle, and he was underneath the rear wheels. The kid laid in the hospital for, I think, 6-7 hours in the morgue before they could find out the mother wasn't home, whatever. Now, there was no identification. It was in the summertime. The kid had shorts on. He had no identification whatsoever. So that's what started the bicycle. At least if we'd had a license on the bicycle, you know, we'd have been able to identify him. And that's how that started. So the same thing here. This started with the fact that we have some guns in the community that shouldn't be there, or being used when they shouldn't be used, you know. So no, look, we're getting near the end of the time. I'm getting a signal now, you know, and next thing you know, they go like this to slow me down, and the next thing they go like this here, and that means they shoot me. No, they cut me. But listen, it's been a pleasure, and I'm so happy that you came here, and we're able to exchange ideas and get this out to all the people in the community. And I want to thank everybody, and I always like to close it with a little little words of wisdom or so. I just picked this up the other day. The guy says, look, when things look black, don't worry about it. Send it to the laundry. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you a lot. Thanks a lot for having us here. And I want to thank you very much for coming here. And tell the chief I said hi.
I will.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.